The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
あ、
お日皿。
うんこちゃんとしてますよ。お日皿？お久しぶりですね。
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old,
ピエール
I
釈
knew
放されま
what
したね。
exactly those words were. I was afraid of the house.
17歳なんだ。へえ。下も行けるんかな。あ、すごい。下も行けるようになってる。
ピエール滝麦出てきたお。
え？夢に出てきた？マジ？やば。
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
甘かった。
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
裏から入んな。裏からお邪魔します。裏からお邪魔します。こっちじゃない？すごい。じゃらじゃら乗ってる。
左辺にいるのハンラーさん。
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the
いや、
swing set was
昔
older
か
than my
ら
mother.
永遠になんて存在していた感じが。ブランコでさえなんちゃら。左下は俺ですね。ロッククライミングしてくんじゃん。
違うのか
I
な。
heard something moving around in the garage.
ガレージの方から何かがうごめく音が聞こえた。あ、
Easier when I was 11.
犬用のドアなんだ。ああ。全然じゃあ侵入されちゃうね。
The power
小さい
had
子
been
だっ
turned
た。
off the night we left.
ずいぶん前に止められた。自転車置いてある。
ハンラーさんだよね。
本人ですよ、本人。
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
家にいる気がした。
But instead of a family, there were just memories of
でも
one.
家族の代わりにあるのは記憶の抜け殻。
イケメン。
犯罪者ですよ、犯罪者。こんなの。
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
今日ケイテ休みだったらしいぞ。
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of
な
being
んか
salmon.
誰か喋ってない。
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Hmm. 親がいるからね、親がなんか入ってきて今喋ってたけど。あ、出た、これか。
Even the fireplace had a story.
暖
Edie
炉
told me the
に、
bricks came
暖
from the
炉にさ、
original
ストーリーがあ
house
った。
after it sank.
イーディによると沈んだ最初の家のレンガで作られたそうだ。すごいな。
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
これか。
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Eh? 2階行けってことかな。
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
覗き穴を開けた。ここか。
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. ケイビンが11年で死んだん。やば。 The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
スティーブン・フィンチ、エディ。
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
マイフレンドビッグフット。すごい太ってるってことかな。
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
これはバーバラの部屋だね。
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
すごい屋敷だよね、ここね。また下行くんかな。
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but She never stopped
楽
believing
観主
that my
義では
brother
なかった
Milton
けれ
was
ど、
alive.
兄のミルトンが生きていると信じ続けていた。
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
あれ、こいつ動かすんじゃなかったっけ？あれ待って。なんか忘れてるな。
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
テーブルは散らかっていた。
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
老人ホームか。こっち来てないっけ？こっち来たよな。一番最初に来たよな。ん？全部行ったよ。これでフラグ立ったんじゃないの？あ、これかな。例えばこっち側行ってないな。こっち側行くか。あ、こっちから侵入してきたのか。冷蔵庫は何も書いてない。何もない。動いてるけど誰もいないのに怖っ。こっち側行ったっけ？
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
これだね。
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid
すごっ。
of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
うい。
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
ネズミの餌食べてるやん。すごいベッドだな。お嬢様って感じ。椅子もでかいし。
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
そうだね、お母さんは夜の営みをしないとだから飽きれないですよね。
My Halloween candy was all gone.
あー、夜な夜な起きることありますよね、お腹空いてね。わかるわ。で、部屋に何もなくて、 で下に行きたいんやけど親が起きてるっていうパターンね。そういうパターンね。
I kept eating and eating.
え、歯磨き粉食べてる？
I ate a lot of things that night.
いやー、これで死んだんかな。変なもの食べ過ぎて。これで死んだくさいね。変なもの食べ過ぎてね。
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
つ
I
ばめ
reached
さん。
out for her. And suddenly, I was a
Eh?
cat.
猫になってた？どうすんのこれ。ちょっと待って。こっちか。ん？オプションかな。ちょっと明るくするか。画面が暗い。で、もうちょいあれだな。明るさ上げて、これくらいか。猫になっちゃったけどどうすんだろうこっから。あれ反転してる？ちょっと待って。ノーマル。どうすんだこっから。
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
私に目をくれない。かわいそう。でどこ行くんだ？これ行けないよ。ああ、これどっちはパターン。
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
あ
And suddenly, I was an owl.
ー
First, all I heard was the wind.
黒になっていた。
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
すげえな。
Rabbits.
ラビット。ラビット。うさぎうさぎうさぎ。捕まえるってことか。
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed
黒
him
ってウ
up
サギ食べる
and
の？
I didn't chew one bit.
へ
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
かわいそう
A。mama rabbit.
え。ウサギ、袋を食べるん、袋をウサギ食べるんだ。
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
いやー、突然サメになった。サメゲー。サメゲーになってて草。
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
ドゥルンドゥルンド
I
ゥ
wanted
ルンドゥ
fat,
ルン。
juicy seals.
アシカがもっと太っていたらおいしいアシカがいいだって。ちょっと待って、また判定になってるこれ。いやノーマルだよな。 右足を引きちぎって。
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
ヘビーになってるやん。
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
人間食べちゃうのもしかしてそれで。
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
うわー、びっくりした。
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
さようならゲリ。
さようならゲリ。あ、ユッキー始まった。お疲れ。
あれ顔出し
The
は
last
さ。
passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
何なの次は。またヘビ
I
かい。
slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
すごい登れんのヘビって。登れるかそりゃ。これもしかして自分の家じゃないの？ほらもう自分の部屋へ戻ってきたじゃん。これでさ、お母さんとお父ちゃん食べちゃうんじゃないの？うわやめてそういうの。それ嫌だよ。それは嫌だ。お父さんとお母ちゃん食べちゃう。
All my
すべての胃
stomach
袋
started
が
growling,
ぐるぐる言い始めて。
and suddenly I was me again.
自分に戻ってた。
Time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting
夢だったってこと？
asleep, but it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
怖え。
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
ちゃんちゃん。セーブ中。なん
I
かある
grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Molly.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
すごいよな。 モリー終わったよね。あれ、裏から侵入。
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Hmm? ちょっと待ってね。なんかやるんだよこれね。ん？何も押してんやけど何もできないな。戻るしかないか。あ、待って、わかった。いや、全然分かってなかったわ。
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
草
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to
40
the
フィート
bottom
の
of the
津波、
sea.
高波ってどれくらいなんだろ
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore in their new home. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
う。これで一周したか。
ごこうさんですか？シャムさんです
Whatever's
か？
wrong with this family, it goes back a long
朝食さ
ways.
ん来た。こんばんは。あれですね。特殊部隊ですね、特殊部隊。特殊部隊の射撃班の射撃リーダーですね。
Edie knit me a new pair. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
お、次は何だろうなこれ。
There's a secret in this bathroom.
ああ、本の話のや
It's
つ。
in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
うわ、すげえ。侵入しちゃうよこれで。
Sven gave Sam the camera he'd refurbished.
ピントの話か。 すげえな。
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And
自
that
分
he
の
never talked
部屋
about him.
こういう風に使えるのってすごいよな。個性ありすぎだろ。やば。マジか。
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for
ジャン
smaller
ビーさんだっ
hands
た
than
ら通れな
Ellie's.
いね、ここね。ああ、なるほどね。こういう風に繋がってたんだ。すげえな。って書いてある。
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
ああ、これゴリラの話？
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale.
2時間でクリアしたからそれよりも早くクリアお願いいたします。
The surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
それは草。
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream.
なんかクリエイトモードとプレイモードがあるんですよね、なんかね。
She was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her
絵文字
needed.
ちゃんと食べてます。
Unfortunately, the scream hadn't aged
食べてないっ
well.
すね、ちゃんと。
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and
ちょっと待って、俺の顔邪魔だな、これ。吹き出しが吹き出しが見れない。
That was a great scream.
it was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got
Oi.
stuck babysitting her
コ
youngest
ロッケの
brother.
中にピエール炊きと絵文字挟んで食え言うたやろ。
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums
So
and
they were
Halloween
sa-
masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara
20
went to the
minutes
frame,
later?
right?
あやなんさんですか？
うん？
She reached for the music box.
あやなんさん？パピコパピコさん、こんばんは。
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
柴田さんかな？
ピエール滝ですね。ピエール滝です。ピエール滝。
ドラゴンボールやったけど、微妙やった。
やったのドラゴンボール。あ、出た。装飾さんがブンブンやってたよこれね。
俺もダウンロードした体験版ってまだやってないけど。
あ、そうなのユッキー。みんなでやる？対人戦できんのかなあれ、オンラインで。
あ、ピエール滝か。
はい。
全国言いましたよね。5回以下省略。配信できない。
できないのあれ、ドラゴンボール。ん？髪の毛1本言うたやろ、まだもらっとんだけど。コカイン使うには髪の毛1本髪の毛1本と引き換え？
髪の毛1本ちょうだいよね。
髪の毛1本でコカイン？あれできないの？ドラゴンボール。それ残念だね。
Barb, relax. I was just trying
芸
to
能
scare you
人
to
の
help you
髪
find
の
your
毛
screen.
1本集めてんの。
草。
清原にお願い言うたけど、あいつ髪の毛なかった。
それは草。清原髪の毛ないわ草。
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up.
このゲーム面白いですか？
どうなんやろうな。今んとこ、まあ普通ですね、普通。結構作り込まれてるんで。
アナル拡張さんにも髪の毛1本くれ言うたらくれたで。いっぱいあるからって。
拡張さんって誰？
全国の女の方。
知らないな。そこまで詳しくないんでね、すみませんけど。
知らないか。
知らないっすね。
俺も1秒まで知らなかったんだよ。
どういうこと？
Barb returned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
やば、フックマンだ。逃げないと。
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
抜け道があるはず。ここか。
ってわけで明日仕事なんで寝ますね。
ありがとうございました。お仕事お疲れ様です。ラマがいる、ラマが。いや、ちょっと打ってくれんのか。死ねー。
She sensed the story might not be over yet.
いなくない？消えていたよ。やばいやばいやばい。ディングドングじゃないよ。どうするねん。どうすんのこれ。こっちに逃げるん。
From inside the house.
Oh dear.
Surprise! Bravo! You were wonderful. The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Surprise.
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Barbara. Hmm?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
次はどこに行くんべ？下か？うん、ロードがオルゴール鳴らすんだっけ？ あ、なるほどね。すげえ。本のようになってる。
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
God.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
全部ゴミだねこれ。すげえな。
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. Look at the house. That history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
どう言えばいいんだこれ。被写体がいろいろある。これか。
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Don, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man,
Dad!
good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad,
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
え配信中なんだけど、草。配信中に招待来てて草。一緒にできるんだ、じゃあ体験版で。へえ、体験版で一緒にできんだね。
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
オフライン表示でやってるの草。オフライン表示よ、ロタ。オフライン表示で草。あ、出た。
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
ワクワクすっぞ。
対戦するぞじゃないよ。配信中なんだけど。セーブして別にやってもいいけど、対戦。
Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
2時間でクリアできますよ。
いや、別にセーブして対戦してもいいけど。
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw. It sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. I can feel him slipping away.
ちょっと一斉に行ってくる。
I know you did everything you could.
え、誰とユキと
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Hold on, I don't want
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power, but all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
負けた。
負けたどういったあれなんすか？グラフィックとか結構綺麗な感じですか？
うん。
結構十何ギガとか使ってたからな。あ、それは綺麗なわけか。まあまあそこそこね。
こ
じゃないよ。
ち
でもない。ここを上がって、やっぱさっきのとこ行かないとダメっぽいね。
ピッピ。
何使ったんですか、キャラクターは。キャラクターとか結構選べるんですか。
M 字ハゲ。
ベジータ。M 字ハゲは草。M 字ハゲはワロタ。
いや、そんなに選べない。
ああ、選べない。まあね、体験版でしょ。
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday.
神田さん、ゾンビのやつ買いますか？
ゾンビ？
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
ゾンビのやつってなんすか？
今月出るやつです。
え？デイズゴーンだっけ？
それかも。
デイズゴーンはわからんな。
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
バイクで移動するやつです。
デイズゴーンでしょ。俺ね、赤狼を買おうと思ってんね。赤狼面白そうじゃないあれ。赤狼
ミリトン来た。
ミリトン来た。本当だ、ミリトン。ミリトンワロタ。ミリトン終わったよ。
早漏？
うん、早漏だね。ミリトン終わった。
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
結構ここまで来たら終盤ですよね。確かね、終盤でしたよね。魚の缶詰の話がそろそろ出てくる。バカゲー的な、バカゲーみたいなのが出てくるよね、そろそろね。缶詰の缶詰工場のバカゲーが
早漏ですか？
俺は早漏ではないね。意外に結構持つタイプですね。あれ？これか。
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but
ゲ
he
ーム
was
してる。
surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
ユッキーで草。ゲームばっかしてるけど下手っていう。精神病になっちゃったんだっけ？薬治療。ああ、精神科医として書いてあるね。薬物乱用。
Shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
あ、出た、来た。魚来てよ、魚。
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
ネイマールのダブルタッチ。
His mind began to
ネイマールのダブルタッチ。やると見せかけての引く。出すと見せかけての出さない。出すと見せかけての出さない。
Wonder. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small. Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
いわゆる
And things that have not names.
名もないものたち。
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
お、ダークソウル来てよ、ダークソウル。
I worried about him then.
ダークソウル来てよ、クロムソフトウェア。ともしびつけて今、ともしび。
But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless,
かがり
focused.
火、かがり火つけて。
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. on the edge of a city he named Lewis-topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won.
マリオで草ルイージの L じゃねえ、ルイージの L.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
あ、出たよ。ルイストピアから始まって
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
都市を征服すると
New Louisville.
ニュールイスビル
St. Louis.
セントルイス
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
帰宅するの忘れるってやばいね。病んじゃってるじゃ
In
ん。
Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
あ、右行こう。装
handsome
飾さん
queen.
左って言ってたからね。俺女王選ぶわ。女王パターン。
The queen was on her own quest for
邪悪な蛇を探している。
He followed the sound of her electric sitar.
歴史タールをたどった。
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
あれ変わってなくね？
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his
ただあれか。
imagination.
あれなだけか、女王か、王子かっていうとこだね。
But he was so proud of having created it.
行き先は変わんないね、行き先は変わらんね。
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater
おそ
than
ら
a
く。
king.
うん。 ただ女王か
Someone who'd never known success in the real world. I
国
think it
王
was
王子って
overwhelming.
だけ
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
魚は草。ミリさん、こんばんは。
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
こんばんは。何これ？
Began to forget the world we know.
これあれですよ、今月のプラス入ってる人だったらプレイできる
I think it pained him to remember
ゲー
Lewis,
ムです
the
ね。
cannery worker.
結構面白いっちゃ面白いですね、実際やってみて。
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
フィンチやばい、こいつやばい。フィンチ何してんのお前。
フリープレイなんだ。
フリープレイですね。
どういうゲームか全くわからない。
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the
なん
lands
か
of London,
あれ
the
で
palace
すね。
would be packed with his companions.
ああ、これベルトコンベヤーになってんだ、すげえ。ユッキーいるやん、ユッキー。ユッキーいるわ、ユッキー。ユッキーがいっぱいいる。これなんか一族っていうか一人だけ唯一残された人が、こんな猫なんかいたっけがその一族の死に様をたどっていくっていう。
配信内での辻さん。
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
戴冠式。
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
最後死んだ。お悔やみ申し上げます。心からお悔やみ申し上げます。そうそう、ザ・フィニッシュズっていうそれぞれの家族のその死に様をたどるみたいな感じですね。あと結構やってないのが3人ぐらいいるね。あとね、抜けてっかな。
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
これ何の話だっけな。
ドラゴンボールかそってます。
かそってる。マッチングしない？
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
30分ぐらい待って2人来ました。
ああ、この話か。
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our
もう
lives.
そろ終わりですね。
Edith, you're excused.
もうそろ終わるね。
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
まあ、装飾さんの配信見てたからな、俺。初見プレイじゃないからな。
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
ストーリーを知る権利がある。私の子供たちはそれで死んだのよ。
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
エディスと私は今夜出ていくのが一番だと思うわ。
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
朝に介護施設から車を送ってもらうからいい？
装飾さんのいけなくてタイトルだけ気になってた。
ああ、そうだったんですね。伝えたい話はたくさんあるけど、一つ分の時間しかない。これはお前が生まれた夜何があったかについて。あの夜はとてつもない必死用だった。昔の家が浅瀬に乗り上げるのを見たのはそれが最初で最後だった。ああ、昔の家これ海の沖で地震があってね。ああ、1000年で一番の停止よ。ひどい匂いがしたっけ。あの家は生きてて毎日見えてたけどね。そこに帰るとは一度も思わなかった。霧が立ち込めてきて私は道を失った。何も見えないな。振り向かされ、しばらくの間さまよい歩いた。幻を見るようになって。存在することさえ忘れていた者たち。でもそれらを見たときは昔からの友達みたいに思えた。あの夜たくさんの記憶が戻ってきた。それか私がそれらのところに帰ったのか。説明しにくいけれどどうにか分かっている。
What are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
車で引きずっていきって書いてある。やば。
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
そういうことなんだね。
We both tried to make the best of it.
すぐ動かせる。できるだけ明るくし、まあ作り笑いって感じか。
車で惹かれるのはアンチャーレッド。
草。母さんは話したがらなかったけど、ユキ病気するようになった。ああ。死んだ
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
なるほどね。
The last Finch left alive.
フィンチ家の最後の生き残り。てか俺2個ぐらいストーリー飛ばしてるやん、これ。エンディングやん。あなたのことを知るまでは。
I'm still not sure what to tell you about.
あなたに何を伝えるべきまだよくわからない。
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things.
永遠に生きていたらいろいろ理解する時間があるのかもしれないけど、現状では目を見開くことぐらいしかできない。
And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
この日誌はあなたのためのはずだった。
But now I hope you'll never see it.
でも今はこれを見つけてほしいと思わない。
I just want to meet you.
ただあなたに会いたい。
And tell you all these stories myself.
そしてこれらの物語を自分で伝えたい。
But I guess if you're reading this now.
でも考えるに今これを読んでるとしたら
Things didn't work out that way.
私の願いは叶わなかったってことね。
This is where your story begins. I'm
それ
sorry
が
I
あな
won't be
た
there
のス
to
トー
see
リーの
it.
始まり。
It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to
ほ
be
ら俺
sad.
2個ぐらい飛ばしてるやんこれ
I want you to be amazed that
2
any
個
of
ぐら
us
い飛ば
ever
して
had
る
a
やん
chance
キャ
to
ラ
be
ク
here
タ
at
ー
all. Good luck.
フィンチ2個ぐらいキャラクター飛ばしてて草
最後のやつで確か埋まると思うよ。
ああこれって実際にあった話を基づいてゲーム作ってんのかな。いやそんなわけないか。懐かしいね。子供の写真見てると昔のことを思い出すな。 幼少期のことを思い出す。ありがとうヨハンだって。子供が銃持ってるやん。やば。これ制作関係者の頃の子供の写真ってことかな、本人の。だとしたら面白いねこれ。そういうことか。なんだろうこの写真たちはと思ったけど、そういうことか。いやでもこれすごいっすね。すごい作り込まれてて神ゲーですわ。この人たちで作ったよって。ザ・なんちゃらフィニッシュチーム。この人たちで作ったんだ。12年から17年の間で。
一人いないしょ。
一人いない？探せてないってこと？ちょっと待った。
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna start.
ストーリーをプレイでいいの？
オプションをしてみ。
オプションで。これ？一人いない？こいつ？一人だけだった？てか俺とあれだね、装飾さんも同じとこ飛ばしてたよね。抜けてたよね。 こで上行くん
I knew
か。
Grandpa Sam had a twin,
上行ってなかったね。ここ、そ
and
う
that
いえ
he
ば。
never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
あ、違うわ。装飾さんと違うところだ。
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
.何これ草。ああ、そういうことか。
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
昔よくやってたね、公園でブランコ。
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
一周できるかどうかって。
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
降りるの怖くなるやつね。
そうそうそうそう。
ブランコは好き。
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
ブランコで高さを高くしてチェーンぐるぐる巻きにしてやってたね。チェーンぐるぐる巻きにして高さ高くしてブランコやってたね。すげえ。2、3周ブランコに回ってたの。やば、遠心力で草。
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
終わったね。すべての終わり。
お疲れ様です。
終わったね。2時間かから、2時間でクリアした？
対戦しますか
？2時間で対戦します？いいっすよ。この後やりますか、じゃあ。いや、終わったね。いや、今月のね、フリープレイでね、出てるんで、もしもね、この動画を見て、ちょっと少しでもね、面白そうだなと思って、やっていただければ幸いですね。
不思議なゲーム。
そうですね。死に様を辿っていくっていう。なんか、死に方が普通じゃない死に方なんですよね。パーティー取れてて草。 なんすか配信中に招待来てたんですけどじゃあちょっと配信は終わりますね。ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。